When I simplify a rational expression, I want to divide out what is in common, or I want to factor the expression and then cancel out what the numerator and denominator share. So number one, I have 20p squared divided by 32p. Since they are both monomials, I'm just going to break them apart and cancel out what is in common. So I have a 20 in my numerator with 2 p's, and I have a 32 in my denominator with a single p. Both of them share a p, and 20 and 32 can both be divided by 4. So I have 5p in my numerator and an 8 in my denominator. So that's my simplified expression, but I need to identify what is going to make my denominator undefined. So remember, an undefined denominator is what is going to make the original denominator equal to 0. So my original denominator was a 32p, so I'm going to set that equal to 0 to figure out what value of p makes that 0. When I divide by 32, p is going to equal 0. So all of my values are going to work in the number system except for p equal to 0. So in number 2, I have two trinomials on the top and bottom, so both of those expressions are going to be factored using the British method or the box method. My numerator gets factored to give me v minus 7 and v plus 2, and my denominator gets factored to give me v minus 9 and v plus 2. The factor they share is v plus 2, so that's going to cancel out, leaving me a v subtract 7 and a v subtract 9. So like I had in the previous problem, I need to determine what is going to make my original denominator undefined. So I factored that original denominator and it gave me v subtract 9 and the v plus 2 that I canceled out. So I'm going to set both of those expressions equal to 0 to figure out what is going to make that denominator 0. So I'm going to end up with a positive 9 and a negative 2. So all numbers are going to work except for v equal to 9 and negative 2, because they would make that denominator equal to 0, which would cause it to be undefined.